What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? It's another beautiful day out here in the Sunshine State, man. Well, you hear about all these job losses, people getting laid off, can't find no job, all that. You even hear about trucking companies closing or laying off. And like I say, we haven't experienced no layoffs, and I don't know any food service company that's doing any layoffs. Currently, man, my company's still hiring drivers and driver helpers. They might be hiring one driver here, one driver helper here, but they're still hiring. Matter of fact, we got two gentlemen starting this week. One's a driver, one's a driver helper. The driver helper, me and my helper will be training him. As a driver helper, they try to give you 3 weeks to a month of training. Before it used to be a week or two, and they just throw you out there in the woods and hey, and that's it. But they've came to a conclusion that you can't just give someone 2 weeks that's never done food service. They ain't never touched a dolly, they ain't never done food service, they ain't never worked overnight. So giving them 2 weeks or a week, that ain't gonna be good. So a lot of drivers, especially a lot of senior guys, used to tell the upper management, look, man, even though these guys are not driving, they still need a little more than 2 weeks of just training. It's more to it. They gotta learn how to do the paperwork. And when you start doing the paperwork seems like a lot. But after a while doing it, you're like, oh man, it's a breeze. I breeze through it in 5, 6, 7 minutes. But when you first do the paperwork, man, you're like, man, it's taking me 10, 15 minutes. And then, like I said, if you've never done food service, you get in that trailer, you see all those cases. On the average night, my route runs on the average no less than 1,280 cases, no less. And the most we delivered was like 1,505. So that's 4 days a week. And we'll pick up an extra day, a fifth day. And we're running, on the fifth day, we're running about 1,300 cases, 10 stops, like 80 miles. It's very local. So you really have to really give your body time, and you gotta want to get into it. That's why I tell people, man. That's why I tell all my trainees when they start this job, because the first thing a lot of people say when they get on the truck, man, they hear about all the money that you can make. Oh man, yeah, I'm just going to get out of training and I just want to get to the bag. I want to get to the bag. No, hey, slow it down, dog. Slow it down, player. I need you to learn how to make sure you do the job right. It's more to just putting that stuff on a hand cart and wheeling it into the store, unscooping. No, you got to make sure that you got to make sure your stacks are pretty nice. We got some very, very, very picky customers. They complain about the case. Why is my case? Why has it got a dent in it? Why is it wet? So then what you do, you open it up. Let's open it up. Open it up. Well, the outside might be a little damaged. The outside might be wet, but the product inside, there's nothing wrong with it. So that's another thing you have to worry about when you get into food service. It's not just put all these boxes on a dolly and wheel it in, unscoop it. All right, next that. No, you got to make sure the presentation looks good, because you're always going to have that customer or customers that's going to complain about how your stack look. Man, look at my product. Oh my gosh, it's got a dent. It's leaning to the left, leaning to the right. It's leaning forward. Look at the box at the bottom. It's crushing. So you got to make sure when you training people, you got to train them the right way. Now, once they get out of training and they get on they get on their own. Some people still gonna do what you train them. Some people are gonna find a better way to deliver. There's always a better way. Your way is not always the right and the best way or the only way. So yeah, you just gotta take time, man. So like I said, people say they can't find no job. Ain't no jobs out here. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I guarantee you, wherever you at, in the United States, if you got food service companies in your city, or maybe it's 45 minutes, maybe an hour away, if you got food service companies in your area, I guarantee you they are hiring for drivers and warehouse. And if they have driver helpers, because the thing about this type of industry, nobody wants to throw cases. Nobody wants to run up and down the ramp all night long, delivering food, throwing cases, dealing with angry customers, whether if it's the customer that you're delivering to or the customer in the store, the drive-through. No one wants to, because with these companies, they hold you to a higher standard. You got to be very professional out when you go out into the field and make these deliveries. You have to. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, everything's going to lean on you. Remember, without that customer or customers, you don't got no job. Now you out there. Now you, like everybody else, man, ain't no jobs. I'm looking for a job. So you got to be very mindful, man, when getting into this industry. And if you're a trainer, you got to make sure you train them the right way. It's not, you just don't get that person in the truck, man, and just run them like a mule. You stack in a hand cart, you scan him. All right, boom, go ahead, go. You get another hand cart, same thing. He come back. All right, it's ready to go. You run them. That person ain't learning nothing. What they learn? They learn how to run. They learn how to run. So now when they get in the truck with Bobby over here, you know, Bobby getting in the truck like, yo, what you doing? Oh, no, waiting for you. We waiting for me, dog. Hey, man, we got enough room. We can split up, man. You can start the drive. I start the free. Oh, no, man. I just want to let you know when I was in training, we didn't do it like that. How you did it? Oh, we did each compartment together. Whoa. Nah, player. No. You gonna pick sides. You want to start the freezer? Or you want to do the dry goods? And we're gonna meet in the middle and do the cooler? Run the cooler together? And then let's roll. Nah. What you comfortable with? What you know? I'm really not I don't know. What you mean you don't know? So that's the problem that I have ran across when I work with a individual. You know, he was used to being ran like a mule. His trainers would stack his hand cart and let him go run. You're doing a person a disservice when you stack the hand cart and let them run. Now, the first day, or maybe the first 2 days, I can see you doing that. But when you do that, you let the individual know, look, man, hey, as I'm stacking this hand cart, I need you to watch how I'm stacking this hand cart. You see how I stack the hand cart? I make sure I got all labels facing one way. Well, if it's facing my way, to the left side, to the right side, whatever, but all the labels are facing out. That way, when I stack my hand cart, I can go by and I can just scan. It's easy to scan. Instead of, you know, you scan one, you looking all the way around for the label. No, put all the labels facing up. You know, it shouldn't take no more than 2 days for an individual to grasp that. And if they don't grasp that, then maybe the job ain't for them. Maybe they can care less. Maybe they think it's a game. But after 2 days, hey, all right, brother. Hey, you know what? I got an extra hand cart. So this what? You're gonna use this hand cart for the whole duration of time that you're in training. What I need you to do is, from now on, you're going to stack your own hand cart. Remember, heavy at the bottom and work your way up. Labels facing out. Make sure you scan every label that you see. And if you pick up a case that doesn't have a label, you put it to the side. When you put it to the side, as you start getting that compartment done, the scanner will let you know there's 1 or 2 cases remaining. You look and see where it is. Oh, yeah, it's those. Boom. Put it on your hand cart. Over here where I work at, Sigma, we have to take pictures of all the cases that don't have labels. That's showing proof of delivery. That way, if that customer calls in, because we do have customers that know that there's supposed to be a delivery label on there. And we have customers that they don't see a delivery label on there. They will call in that case short just to get a credit. And so what they do, supervisor go look, okay, well, Blase, blase, hi, boom. Who was that? Oh, that's route so and so. They go through the pictures, no picture. They go through the scan. It's not scanned, so you have no proof. You didn't take a picture. You didn't scan it. Well, you couldn't scan it because it had no label. You didn't take a picture. Why? I don't know. So, you know, you have to make sure you scan and take pictures of proof of delivery. You're probably like, well, why do you care? Well, like I said, over here at Sigma, we get a payroll bonus. So every 2 weeks when we get paid, if you scan everything, you take pictures, no damages, no issues, no customer complaints, you get a 15% bonus every 2 weeks on top of what you make. So if you don't want that, then go ahead and go out there and mess up. But I guarantee you won't be working there that long. So for all my trainers out there, please make sure you're training your trainees the right way. Because at the end of the day, even when you cut them loose and they're not trained properly, it's going to come back to you. It's going to make you look bad. And then eventually what's going to happen is upper management is not going to allow you to train no more. If you train 5 people within a year and all 5 of them are doing the same exact thing, same exact problem, it's not the trainee. Now it comes down to being the trainer. So, like I said, this week, hopefully be a nice week. Like I said, we got a trainee. Last week was a hell of a week with the warehouse. Multiple pallets, way out of sequence to the point where we had to break down the whole entire pallet, make room to separate. It was 4 stops just to get to what we need, but that's what you're gonna deal with in food service. So, like I say, man, if you are looking for a job, wherever you're at, and you've been looking for a job in the field that you've been in, and you have a Class A, and you don't want to go OTR because they ain't talking right. Less than truckload. They starting to pay is good, but they ain't getting many hours. Sometimes you might have to get out of that comfort zone. And you see that billboard on that back of that trailer, that food service trailer. If it's PFG, Cisco, Cheney Brothers, whoever you have in your neck of the woods where you at, you might need to call that number, or you might need to go to that website to see if they're hiring. Take the leap of faith and be like, you know what, I need a job. I need to make this amount of money until maybe things get better with OTR or less than truckload or whatever the case is. Put that in your mind. Get out there, run that bag up, get trained the right way. Don't get discouraged. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you ain't never done food service and you get into it the first time, it's gonna be very hard. It is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be very hard, especially if you get into a food service company that work overnight and you're not used to working overnight. Yeah, you used to do OTR, but once 7 p.m. got here, boom, you find your truck stop, whatever, you shut it down. You sleep all night. You drive all day. Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, if you get in that food service where they do overnight, that's gonna be hard for you. Trying to stay awake all night, making the deliveries, because you're gonna work some muscles you ain't never worked before. I used to think just because I worked at FedEx, I was a delivery driver for FedEx. Like, oh man, a dolly, boxes, that ain't nothing. Only thing I gotta get used to is working overnight. But I'll tell you right now, when I started, I loaded that dolly and went down that ramp. I was like, woof, my forearm was hurting. You really use a lot of muscles because, like I say, when you work for UPS, FedEx, you just a little stuff, a couple boxes, take it in, unscoop. But when you got that 250, 300 pounds of groceries on that hand car, and you go down that ramp, man, and you holding that hand cart against your shoulder or against your forearm, Next thing you know, at the end of the night, your whole forearm, your wrist hurting. Then your wrist start hurting. You start getting carpal tunnel. Then, not only that, your hands start going numb. You start feeling tingling in your hand. That happens for a while. Hey, don't panic. That's normal when you first start because you're gripping that hand cart. You gripping it. A strong hold. like I said, 250, 300. Some of these guys go 400 pounds on their hand cart, and you holding that thing tight as you can. Guys, unscoop, go. So yeah. So like I say, man, people say ain't no jobs out here, but I tell you right now, food service still hiring. Like I said, we got 2 trainees starting this week. So, and we had like 3 weeks ago, we had another two more trainees. And I talked to HR, and she said they're hiring, a couple more trainees. They're only doing a little by little, but still hiring, man. So sometimes you might have to get out of that comfort zone, man. Like, man, I don't want to do it, but I need to make some money right now. I need to run this bag up. I need to pay off my car. I need to pay off my house. I need to pay off my credit cards. I need to get my savings back to 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand. What can I do? Well, you don't mind physical labor, man. Get in that food service, run that bag up. You never know. You might get in that food service company where they allow you to travel. Now you can go travel and make, 2-3 times more and stay gone maybe for a year. Next thing you know, within a year or two, you're racked up, 100 grand plus in your savings. You paid off your car, your house, your credit cards. You're out of debt. Now you might be like, you know what? I'm going to go back to the OTR company. I know, the guy's making, 800, 900, maybe 700 a week, but it's all good. My bills are paid up for 6 months or a year. I racked up my emergency fund up to 150. I don't got no debt. We don't got no. I paid off the car, so I'm good. So I mean, hey, sometimes you just gotta think about that. So, like I say, there's people still hiring, man. Get out your comfort zone. Don't put that negative stuff in your mind. Don't even say the word. I can't find a job. I'm screwed. Don't say that. Just be like, hey, I'm still working. You know what? I've looked at less than truckload. Nobody's hiring. At least the company that you want. If you got a certain company, that company ain't hiring, they ain't hiring. All right. I looked into OTR. I want to go maybe Swift. I want to go JB Hunt. Oh, they ain't hiring. I don't want to go nowhere else. All right. Look like I'm going to have to, unless I want to get into construction. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to work construction. Maybe look into United Rentals or Sun State Rentals, all these ones that deliver construction equipment. Or if you got your endorsements, maybe you want to go haul fuel. It's a big, wide range. Or if you want to be like, you know what, I'm gonna just go buy my own semi, and I got enough capital. I'm finna just hit the road. I'm gonna get my own semi. I'm gonna get my own box truck. But I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna be my own boss. I know I gotta work hard. So you just gotta weigh your options, man. But like I say, man, whatever you do, make sure you get trained up right. And if you are the trainer, make sure you train these folks right, man. If you're training drivers, man, train them right, man. Just don't throw them out there to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Because they look bad on you. If they get out there the first week or two or first month, the first year, they get into an accident. Come on now. Especially if it's something that, you could have taught them. Use the Smith system. Leave yourself an out. So same thing. You train a driver helper. Hey, man, he get hurt going down the ramp. Why he get hurt going down the ramp? He got too much of a heavy load on the hand cart. He ain't got used to it yet. Tell him to take his time, regardless of who you working with. Build yourself up. Don't hurt yourself. So, hey, man. Y'all take it easy out there, man. Y'all have a blessed and happy Father's Day, man. I'm out.